Hi, my name is Matthew Ikania, your host on the Health, Economic, and Political Show. I said, let me quickly talk on an issue that on an article that I um, saw on Nairaland, and the article says that Sowore could have been turned to a goat for desecration of Oni's status. The article was written by Awofi Richards. When I read the article, I was like, what? Why are we so glued glued to frivolities? Why do we take things that are not serious, things that are not life threatening, to a point that we make a big fuss about it? What's the problem with us? Why are we so not happy with ourselves? Why do we hate ourselves so much? That's the question I ask. I read through the article and I just shook my head because the guy kept saying that you don't know the Yoruba tradition, that people don't know you, that if people understand Yoruba tradition, the Oni is not just an ordinary king. Nobody said Oni is an ordinary king. Nobody have ever said that. Nobody compared the Oni to every other king out there. Nobody did that. But there's an issue. The thing that came up is not a big issue. And the king himself, the Oni himself that is involved, has addressed this whole thing that same in that palace on that same day, and everything has been trashed out. Why are we taking it to another level? Why are we making it so big that we want to cause a lot of problem with it? Sowore has his own personality. He was expecting something and he didn't get it, and he had to take a stand. The Oni, the king, understood what he was talking about and spoke about it and addressed the whole issue and even explained. If you check what happened on that day, and he even explained certain things and told Sowore to be patient, that you should be more patient. It's not saying that he wasn't patient before. He said you should exercise more patience. That's what he told Sowore on that day. So why are we taking this so serious? Why do we want it to be something negative? Like from the article, he was saying was if it was the ancient king, if it was an ancient Oni, they would have turned Sowore into a goat. What kind of nonsense is that? Why would somebody be thinking that way? Why would we be thinking that way? Why would anybody among us be thinking in that kind of a negative way? That's backwards. That's backwardness. Thank Thanks be to Olodumare that our present king, the Oni, doesn't think that way. He's a modern man. He doesn't think that way. So how do you teach a child, or how do you teach certain values? Is it not by calling the situation at that point and resolving it at that point, which the Oni rightly did on that day, and it was trashed and it is over? I don't know why people keep saying all sort of negative things and they want something bad to happen to Sowore. And let me make it clear now. Olodumare will never allow something bad to happen to Sowore, because the fight that he's fighting is for the betterment of all Nigerians. It's for the betterment of any person that is aligned to that country called Nigeria. That's it. That's the fight that he's fighting. So if you sit down in somewhere and you are hating Sowore for no reason, that's your own cup of tea. Just don't bring it into this only issue. Don't bring it into the visit to Ife. Don't bring it into Omoyele Showore's life or his campaign. Just keep saying your house and hate. That's what I would say. And it was so funny, like, because a lot of people read the articles and they had some kind of like funny response. So a lot of the response were so funny, like they were like really Showore supporters were really on there, but we have some haters too. They made their points. But what I want to say before I comment on what people uh, um before I comment on the comments people made on that article, is that there's a group of politicians in Nigeria. They don't want that country to move forward. They are ready with their war chest, billions of naira, billions of dollars, billions of pounds, to make sure that they get back into power. Omoyele Sowore doesn't have a large war chest. He has the people as his war chest. So instead of us to be fighting and be divided over frivolities, things that don't matter, medi- me, mediocrity, things that don't hold any ground, why don't we just focus on uniting the more, rallying the more behind this man, Omoyele Sowore, so that he delivered our country, Nigeria, for us, deliver it from the hands of bad politicians, corrupt politicians, people who want to swindle us forever. Recently, the administrator went to China and collected more money, indebting indebting the future generation of Nigeria for something they didn't consume or they didn't like benefit from. He's trying to put more debt on that country so that the future generation will be paying for something for a money that had no impact on their lives. Why don't we talk about that? The enemy is busy organizing. The enemy is busy organizing. The opposition is getting ready, getting set. You don't hear anything like in their camp, like, oh, they have issue with a king, or you don't hear anything from their camp. They are arranging, they are re-strategizing, they are manipulating so that they win the next year elections. Why some people are on this side divided, angry at Omoyele Sowore, jealous at Omoyele Sowore, and trying to make them turn him to a goat. I felt what a ridiculous thought. So I'm wondering where such a thought comes from. And the funny thing is that there are some people out there that are citing this kind of mentality, this kind of backwardness. Ah, it's appalling, man. It's appalling that people will be thinking this kind of way in the 21st century, turning people into goats. That's madness. And that article shouldn't be even placed on Nairaland. I don't know why Nairaland forum will allow such an article be posted on their platform. That's crazy. I think they should do more of what do you call it, scrutinizing of these stories. There are some stories that shouldn't be coming up on Nairaland forum. It should be more of progress, more of development, more of achievements, not of degradation, like turning people into goats. And now let me go to the comments. Like someone like made a comment that, oh, a goat, seriously? And I said GTFOH. And you know what what those alphabets mean? Like, what are you saying? Come on, get out of here. How would you be thinking for what? Because the man took a stand that, oh, my king, you came late and you kept us here for 3 hours, and which the king rightly addressed. And then, because of that, they should turn him into a goat because he took a stand. It's so ridiculous. Then another person now said, "Oh, that one is a hater. You know, they good for him, good for Sowore, and very good for Sowore." Another person now said that you should Sowore be apologizing for waiting for 3 hours, or is it not that the only issue address the issue to say maybe something was happening or it's African time, and why would he get to a point that somebody will be turned to a goat? Like if it was an Asian king, they would turn somebody to a goat. Why should it be like that? And the person now said that if that's how they were turning people to go, how come during slave trade, those invaders were able to take a lot of slaves? Nobody turned them into goats, and all these kings were there. That during the invasion and slavery, why don't these kings turn those invaders to goats? And when it's funny. The comments are really funny. Then another one talk about was talking about the importance of a king and monarchies in this present time, in this our present age and time. That somebody should tell him the importance of the role of monarchies and kings and queens in this present time. That they shouldn't flog this issue further. That's what I'm saying. When you start flogging such issue further, people will start like digging into it. What are the importance of these people? Like this is what you try to like create in people's mind, because you flog the issue so much now. People will start asking questions. Who are these people? Why are they so important? Why are they so important to our present society? What benefit are they to our present society? That is the king and the monarchies and all that. It's because somebody went to write an article on the Nairaland forum. That's why somebody was able to ask this kind of question now. You see, if it's better let sleeping dog lie. Let sleeping dog lie. Stop digging up issues that have already been settled, because this will now make people start asking questions and when they start asking questions and they get some kind of support, it can lead to problems. Can lead to problems. In France, they don't have king and queen today, because people ask questions, and it now turned into a revolution. And what happened? Something negative happened in that land. That's why they don't have king and queen today. So let's stop all this thing. Something happened in the Oni's palace. The Oni addressed it, and it was done. And there was an obligatory issue involving Sowore, and Sowore and the king addressed it. And the king addressed him coming late for the meeting. He addressed everything, and and in that case, everybody learned their different lessons. That the both parties learned a different thing from what happened on on that day. So it should be left and let it go. Let it go. It is the mistakes have been made and the lessons have been learned, and Everybody has taken note of everything that happened. So let's let all these things die and let's not stop making a big fuss about it, saying somebody will be turned into a goat and all those rubbish nonsense ideology coming out. We should be thinking of positivity and forwardness and how to make our country better. If you're watching this video, please like, share, subscribe. You don't need money to do all these things, just to touch the button on your screen. Do something to this YouTube video, and thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again, until I'm online again. It's nice. It's nice to share this message of mine. Thanks.